Jerry Brown here with Jerry Brown Travels.
Lori here.
To give you an update on what food prices are going to cost here in the lakeside area. When we first came down here 17 years ago, we were living here for $1,050 a month.
Okay? For everything.
Everything.
And the rent, the gasoline, for the food and the restaurant and everything.
Yeah, and so now it has gradually grown little by little. So as an example, then it increased little by little, where a couple would have to spend about $1,800 a month to $2,000 a month, and a single person would be about $1,200 a month. Then it increased, where a couple down here would be spending $2,500 a month, and a single person would be spending about $1,700 a month. Then it increased, where last year we were saying to live down here, a couple would be living here at $3,000 a month, and the single person would be living here somewhere around $1,800 to $2,200 a month. Now, of course, that's based on the type of housing you would want and everything. But for the most general idea of somebody coming in and they want to maximize, they want to live off their Social Security, that would be the type of expenses you would have. So no telling what this upcoming year will be, especially if we have more taxes on our goods and services here, what it may cost. So it's getting a little expensive. You know, it's not the bargain that it used to be. Make a comment. Let me know what you think about the prices here. Well, now that we're back from the open market, we want to go over some prices with you on what the costs are. Some of the things, though, I want you to realize that when we're giving you these prices, you may think, wow, that's really reasonable. Well, it is compared to you. Let's say you live in San Francisco or Portland or New York or Dallas, Texas, or whatever. These numbers are going to seem low. But for us that are living here, and we're here on our Social Securities and our retirement plans, and so because we're on a fixed income, it makes it much tougher when things are starting to show up at being anywhere from 30 to 60% higher. Okay, so think about it in the sense of percentages here. So as an example, Lori, tell them about today. What did you find the prices here at the open market, which is typically cheaper to buy things, versus last year?
Well, last year, I remember I get a bag of beans and it cost me 50 cents. But this year, when I come back after my trip, a bag of beans is cost me $1. And also I got cauliflower. It used to cost me $1.50, but now it cost me $5, or cost me like $3. It depends how big and how small. And also a blueberry, raspberry, boysenberry, and strawberry. It used to, they go by liter. You know, they have a container by liter. So strawberry used to cost me $1.50, but now it costs me $3. That's more than a 50%.
Yeah, so we're starting to see this go up a little bit at a time here. So overall, in the day there, what do you figure our costs are increasing just at an open market?
Well, some items will cost you about 30% more. Some items will cost you 50% more.
Yeah, it varies, of course. The other thing, okay, now let's shift inside of a supermarket. What do you find overall the prices comparing last year to this year?
Well, compare the price from last year to this year in the supermarket, like in Walmart or Super Lake or Pancho, that, you know, it'll cost you about 20 to 30% more.
Yeah, and so well, you have to remember, some of these stores that we shop at, they are geared towards the foreigner. So you may live in Switzerland and you want a certain cheese you like, they will have it in there. Or you live in Germany and there's a certain uh, type of a food that you like, they will have it there. Of course, that's going to be more expensive, but overall, you're finding that in the market.
Yeah, overall you can find the food you like it, but it costs you more. But it's okay as long as they have it. I don't have to fly back to the United States to get my ingredient.
Yeah, and also, you have to pay import tax on all that thing. So, in the sense of the stores, we're looking at anywhere from 30 to 50% more now. So now moving along, let's say to things like we use around the house, say bleaches and uh, detergents and bath supplies, shampoos, toothpaste, all that stuff that you get around the house. What percentage is that going up?
That's about 20% going up.
20%. Gasoline last year was $3.80 per gallon, and now it's $4.80. It's gone up $1. Let's give you a little idea about restaurants and what they are. Last year, 2024, you could go in for a breakfast and you could get like $5 for a breakfast. Now we're looking more like about $7.50 for that same breakfast. A lunch in a medium-sized restaurant, not anything fancy, overall, last year would have been about $7 to $10. Now this year, you're looking at about
$10.
how much?
$10 to $15.
$10 to $15. You jump it up and you go to a little fancier restaurant. Last year, we were looking at somewhere around $15 to $20 on the average. Now today, what do you think for a high-end restaurant?
Could it be like $25 to $35?
Yeah. Now, when it comes to things like appliances and everything, typically Mexico, if it has a cord, it's going to be more expensive. First of all, you have to realize it is going to be taxed as an import tax. Now, all of everything right now, we don't have anything with the embargo. We don't know how that's going to affect everything. We'll give you an update when that comes into effect. And so typically with appliances, washer machines, and dryers and televisions and all that stuff, it's more expensive than the United States, and the quality is not as good. And so over the years, we have seen it go up, more expensive, more expensive. All in all, Mexico is not the bargain that it used to be. Make a comment. Let me know what you think about the prices here. And how you feel about it. Do you think there are reasonable prices here? Uh, Based on your Social Security or what you can afford to spend, I don't want you to come down here thinking that you still can live in Mexico on $1,500 a month for a couple. It's not going to happen, at least not in this part of Mexico. So that's a little update as we see it, and we hope this has helped you to get a better handle of what pricing is down here.
This is a video we're going to be showing next Saturday at 12 noon California time. I ask a question to you. Would you like us to continue making videos on homes? And if you would, maybe the price range you would like them to be made, $150,000, $200,000, $300,000. Or maybe you're not interested. Let us know you're not interested in seeing homes for sale or for rent. Maybe you're interested, or maybe you're not interested when we do interviews of people who've moved to Mexico. Same here. Would it interest you to show you more areas of Mexico expats are moving to? And when we do our international travel, we'll run into people that are living on $900 a month. It's not here in Ajijic, it is in Cambodia. Now, we do have a relocation tour service that we conduct here. We take you in our car around the area of Chapala. You can sign up for that in the description. Or would you like to see places where you can rent luxury hotels, luxury condominiums for $400 a month, but they are in Thailand? Or would you like to see more of Mexico, the Mexico culture, walking around the different areas, the Pueblo Magicals, the cities of Mexico? Or how about when we do our world type of travel? Does that interest you? Or maybe you just like when Lori and I are hanging out here at our house and just giving you general information. Maybe we'll sit down for dinner, or like today, doing this video showing you what's on here. Does that interest you to see more of us at home?